a relatively small area of low pressure that is quite stout, and it will ride along the base of this track. Yes. And so that's what the model's picking up on. If you look at that and you say, well, that looks more aggressive or widespread. These colors are a lot more widespread, Caroline and Justin, than what we saw on Thursday morning. And that's because it'll be aided by that low, which basically adds a little bit of extra spark to the atmosphere, if you want to think of it that way. So where that sets up and where that tracks, I think is going to be critical of what we see Friday morning.
Absolutely. And I mean, a lot of that still does depend on what we see today, but it does look like it's going to be a wet start on Friday, especially by the coast. But before we get too into that, I just want to show another look at radar.
Sure.
Of course, we do have the show coming up very soon. Chief Meteorologist Frank Billingsley back there crunching all the numbers, getting ready for that show with the latest model data. But we're continuing to watch this system. It has produced a flood advisory. That's something we're continuing to monitor. So
sure,
really just extra time on the roads.
Yeah, extra time on the roads, as we said at the top of this here. If you missed it and you just joined us, we actually had one of our photojournalists out in our storm tracker there on the north side near Aldine, where we had seen some street flooding on the feeders. Feeders went underwater real quick. Now, they're designed to do that, but that's something, if you don't know it's there and you run into it, you got to watch out. Right now, I would say the biggest issue is we've got one just to the east of the Woodlands there, south of Conroe. That's where we're seeing a pretty healthy little thunderstorm that's starting to develop. There you go. Thank you. Right there, between there and Roman Forest, around Cut and Shoot. So this is going to slice its way up across parts of Montgomery County, and then over in across Cleveland, Roman Forest, working its way to the East Tech. So I think that's that. From Willis to Conroe, that's where we've got another big batch as well. And these previously have shown that they could drop anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches in about an hour and some change. So those are some fairly healthy thunderstorms that are out there.
Something to watch, especially as we do approach that evening commute.
Yeah.
Scattered showers. And another thing to note is a lot of these showers we've been watching, they have enough energy that they have been progressing into thunderstorms. When we look at this cell near Brenham, it progressed. Now we've got a healthy little thunderstorm just to the west of Navasota. So these cells that we're watching by Katie, although right now just showers for now. It's not out of the question that any of these storms could produce a little bit of lightning. Yeah. Maybe a brief gusty wind. So it could be a bit loud over the next 48 hours.
Well, I think it could be, I was going to say, it could be loud over the next 2 days at this point as these systems come through. So good news is that we are expecting this to move out by Friday. I'm going to go mid-afternoon. We'll go glass half full. I don't want to promise too much, but it will move out as we get in towards Easter weekend. Right now, Easter is looking 78, partly cloudy. It should be a perfect Easter forecast. And here's the thing, I mentioned this earlier this afternoon, we were talking on the newscast, is that if you have, I've answered a few of these this afternoon, if you've got appointments tomorrow morning, if you can reschedule that, if you don't want to go out in this mess, if you're like myself and Caroline, you don't like driving in the rain because people just drive crazy around here, if you can reschedule it to next week, most of next week is sunny and no problems weather-wise at all. So if you got the flexibility to do it, probably going to save yourself a whole bunch of headache versus trying to get out some of the slop and muck tomorrow morning.
If I had a job where I could work from home,
tomorrow would be a good day for that, right?
Friday would be a great day.
That'd be a good day for it, yeah.
We're going to be here. We're going to be covering this on air.
Yep.
And also online too. And I think that's one of the convenient parts, because even if you're on the move,
if
you're at the grocery store and it's pouring, you can check our app.
Pull it up. Yeah, super simple. Here are two more things before we got to get out of here and get ready for the show is, one, if you are watching us on the app or someone in your house someone's out to head out, teenager, for example, make sure they have the notifications turned on your weather app so that if you do get heavy rain or some street flooding potential in your neighborhood, it'll let you know that real quick, right? And so you can get an idea of what that is. And if we have updates here on the app as well, you will get a notification that says, hey, we're live. Pick it up, pop it on. We'll let you know what's happening outside and get your real-time information, get your real-time data, and hopefully avoid having to run into some mess that you don't need to.
Absolutely. And hey, if you do see street flooding and you can safely take a photo, please send them into Click 2 Pins. It's so easy
Super
to do.
easy. Yep.
I taught my mom how to do it on the phone.
Yep.
And it's as simple as downloading the app, our weather app, and then from there you can upload a pin. We see them right away. There's a whole community on our website, and it really helps us. We show them on air, and it helps showing exactly what's happening in your neighborhood.
Yeah, we always say you guys are the eyes and ears out there in the neighborhoods. We can just see what's on the radar. Y'all are looking at what's happening outside your door. So that's super valuable information. So That's what we've got so far. Again, thanks for your time this afternoon, Caroline, and I appreciate that as well. As we said, Chief Meteorologist, the Chief's in the house. Frank Billingsley will be here starting at 4 o'clock. We've got storm trackers out. We've got reporters on the ground. We've got updates for any kind of delays. We've seen a lot of delays at Bush Intercontinental today because of the storms. It's been a bit of a messy afternoon. We knew that would be that way. And we will also show you the latest data that we've got from our computers. They are continuing to pull new stuff in. They shoot it out. We'll have those updates 4, 5, 6, of course, 10 o'clock tonight. And you will see that lady right there. And of course, Mr. Giannis tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. We're going to get an early start. And hopefully, if you do have to get out, we'll get you there safely.
Stay safe and stay dry.